Welcome back to another episode of the Mixing Pot Podcast. We're coming back at you, episode 116, ladies and gentlemen. We back, baby. Stop playing. Anyway, lot to talk about today. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and introduce my brother from another mother, Chef Tariq. What's going on, Chef Tariq?
How are you? But again, what is that? Like, what is it?
So, I'm a big gas station food connoisseur.
What?
I felt like since we've gone on into the world and experienced everything culinary wise.
Okay.
My stomach over the years has been able to handle a lot of things, right?
Okay.
So I've been testing this theory where I see what gas station sandwich makes my stomach hurt the fastest.
What the hell?
And none of these have been successful so far. So Rusty Lantern, good food.
So you're going around to gas station.
Local
gas station.
I'm not some whore. I don't go everywhere. I stay local.
Gas stations, grabbing a sandwich and seeing if it makes your stomach boil.
Bro, but you know the BGs, when you get the BGs off the gas station sandwiches, bro.
I don't, because I don't eat gas station sandwiches.
Shout out to my boy. I'm not even going to name who it is.
If it's not Wawa,
and if he's listening, he knows
know
who I'm talking about. We used to go, when I used to work at the spot, right? We would go on break, and he'd always be like, yo, get in my truck. We're going to go to the gas station, right? We'd go to the gas station. I would always get either this is before I cared about my teeth. Mm-hmm. I'd either get Lifesaver gummies or a bag of chips. And like some lemonade or some shit. Never a soda or nothing. This kid goes in, grabs fucking a Dr. Pepper or some type of soda, and he'll get either an egg sandwich from the gas station or like some type of like salami, like, and I'd be like, yo, why do you eat that? And he'd be like, bro, because it's good. And I'm like, there's no way in hell that shit is good, bro. Until this day, I still don't know how that man does it. I think I got it from him.
That's okay. Okay, I guess so. I can't. I don't know.
Nigga, I don't go around the gas stations.
This nigga out here.
I just got this for this morning, nigga. I just didn't eat it because I'm busy as shit at work. I barely got time to eat.
This nigga eating gas stations.
I be in the fucking heat all day, bro.
This nigga goes to the gas stations in the middle of nowhere. See the nigga working on a car.
No bullshit.
Slap some bread together.
No bullshit. Yeah. Yo, no bullshit. There's a lot of. For Rhode Island to be a small state, there's a lot of places that are in the middle of nowhere out here.
Yeah.
You would be surprised.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, nigga, how far am I from the crib? 56 minutes? Where the fuck am I?
I was door dashing like a few weeks ago on a Friday, and I'm like, all right, I'm in Smithfield. Cool, I'm where everything is at. Mm-hmm. Bro, I got to order. It took me so far out. I'm like, where am I? I had no service, no nothing. I'm like, drop the food off. I look back. The lady's like, thank you. I'm like, I hopped in my car. I said, bro,
when I get down to like Bristol and shit, I'm like, bro, this is a whole nother state.
It is.
What is this?
You're in Mass at that point.
What's going on here?
Wow, that's crazy.
Or Newport?
Yeah, Newport.
Getting on that bridge? Like, are we dying?
That bridge.
Are we gonna die?
That bridge would be crazy. That bridge is too much.
That bridge had me looking straight up at the sun. I had no choice. Even with the sun visor down, I'm like, who built this shit, bro?
Yeah, I've seen niggas swerve on it.
And then I'm like, yo, if I even look to the left or right, I'm gonna get paranoid and start swerving, bro.
I've seen it. I literally one time I was on there driving. I think I was dropping someone off too. I was Ubering, and literally it was doing construction, and this nigga tried to go around the truck. And the truck did the same exact thing. This nigga started swerving crazy. I'm like, hold on, let me hit the brake first. Cause this nigga chilling, bucking out.
No, really though.
I was like, nope. The lady in the back, like, what is he doing?
And it's
up there?
crazy
I'm like,
because when you're pulling up on it, you're like, oh, okay, look, the scenery, everything cool. Then you pull up and you see that big ass, crooked ass bridge over that water.
Nah, that bridge is different.
And then you're like, wait, we gotta get on that bitch? And then you're like, okay. You get on it. And then you see how narrow it is. And you're like, yo, one gust of wind, we're all going over, bro. Like, no bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
And like,
that's how it be.
That's what I said. Like, if I look to the right here, I'm the same way on the fucking GW, bro. If I'm on the GW on top, I go on the lower level. I always go lower level because I can't go.
Me off.
Where do you go? Upper level or lower
Bro,
level?
I've been on it a few times, and first of all, it's just that toll that pisses me off. Why am I paying $25 just to go across? And if I go back and forth, all of a sudden you don't hit me for like 75 right there. I'm just like, bro, this is ridiculous.
Nigga, what were you Ubering out there?
No, just driving, just enjoying my life.
That's how it is when I go to Jersey, bro.
Bro, the freaking bridge is annoying. You got the freaking Jersey goddamn Easy Pass.
Yeah, and that shit still be like, yo, you don't have enough bread for the GW. Nigga, what? I put $20 on it. Yeah, it's 25. What?
Bro, for no reason. Freaking idiot, bro. So stupid. Oh. Yeah, I that's why I stay local. And if I go to New York, I just hit the Bronx and I'm out. I hit YO and I'm gone. Don't tell me to go nowhere else. Don't tell me to go to Queens. Don't tell me to go to Brooklyn. I'm going to Bronx. That's it.
I'm dead.
That's my story right there.
Yo, we should. This sandwich is actually really busting. It could be the only thing that I probably possibly ate today, too. That's why it's so fucking delicious. You know that first thing of the day you eat? You're like, damn, that shit was good.
Mm-hmm. I know that feeling.
Anyway, before we get into weekends, Gin and Juice by Dr. Dre and Snoop.
They haven't had these in a while.
I know.
And these are literally like the ones that are like left over.
No, they're new.
You bought these new. I can see the little stains from the fridge in there.
What that mean?
That ain't
My
new.
fridge ain't dirty, nigga.
It ain't new. That's what I'm saying. And we got melon.
You sipping on melon?
We both got melon. I can see yours.
I ain't got melon.
So what flavor is yours?
What's that stain from the fridge in my?
Yeah, see. Look at him. This guy. All right, melon, gin, and juice.
It's not bad.
Did we like these when we had them?
No, not at all.
Okay, that's why. That's why I made that face, cause
It's just seltzer. Remember, it's seltzer and gin.
yeah, not a fan. It tastes like freaking.
That melon aftertaste kind of saves it though, but there's no like sweetness.
Yeah, that's not. No, I don't know about that. I think this is why we weren't drinking them. They just sat there in the fridge forever. So.
Bitch, those are aged.
Exactly.
All right. So anyway. Anyway.
My car.
Deadass. Actually, that is your right whip over there.
Yeah, right. Don't do that. What the hell? I just got my stuff done today.
Anyway, before we get into it, let's go ahead and get into weekends. I'm gonna go ahead and start because Tariq always starts his weekend, even when it's his show too.
I start with you.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
How was your last 2 weekends? How was your shoot?
That's what I was about to get into. Shoot was good. I actually am pretty proud of the shoot.
Make sure it's not my car.
Finished it. I finished the Jimi Hendrix shoot that I planned out with one of my good photographer friends since January. So it was a big project. Went all the way from what we started in up the coast. I was like 2 hours deep in Mass, bro, to do one of the shoots for this thing. Yeah. I went down to the beach in New Bedford. I was in Fall River. I did a shoot over in Cambridge. We were all over with the shits. So wardrobe on point. Shout out to Greta. Eric, shout out to Eric for the shots. Always making magic with Eric, for real. He does a lot of my projects. Shout out to Samerly. She was a part of the shoot as well. Shout out to the owner of that bar too that we actually got to shoot in. He was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He had a dog with he was a black old lab, but like his tongue was hanging out, and I was like, I thought the dog was literally just being like goofy or some shit, but they were like, nah, like all his teeth are gone out of there, so like his tongue just hangs out all the time. And I said, oh, that's kind of sad, but like, shout out to that dude. He let us shoot inside, and like there were random people coming in at the bar and looking at me with an afro on, like what the fuck's going on over there. Shout out to the nice lady that was on the street and said, "Oh my goodness, you look like Jimmy." And I was like, yes, indeed. And shout out to Ty too. He came along for the shoot, and he helped out. It's a good project though. I want to do another shoot. I kind of want you to be a part of it too. I think it would be a cool project. You ever seen the movie The Warriors?
No, but they'd be like, Warriors, come out and play. I've never seen it, but
You gotta watch that movie.
Yeah.
But I want to do like a Warriors photo shoot with like the vest and the gear and everything. And Eric was like, yo, I think that would pretty much be tough. But he was like, do you have like 8 friends that would be down to do that or some shit? I was like, hell yeah, bro. And we just do like the whole get up. Like Greta, the one that dressed me, when I'm telling you, she put me in like 70s fits, bro. Like belt with bell bottoms, like shit that Jimi Hendrix would wear back in the day. Like niggas were like, yo, what? Like that shit's crazy. People were taught, everybody on the street was like, yo. There were those one people that were, when we were on Fenway, they thought I was like this famous dude performing that night and shit. But yeah, bro, like it's a great milestone. I liked it. I like the concept behind it, but I loved the execution that happened with it, and I think we really did that. So those pictures, once it's fully edited and everything, I'm just gonna go ahead and just pop a barrage of them and stuff like that up. Okay. But hell yeah, that was fun. What else did I do? We didn't go to the movies this weekend.
No Dave and Buster's?
No Dave and Buster's this weekend. Because Shorty was in New York for Juneteenth. So, and didn't come back until Sunday. So, I literally chilled. Oh, I watched Django. That's what I did. Django! Yo, that shit is so good, bro. I love just watching that randomly too, because that movie, like, they really was acting.
Yo, Samuel L. was in there wild out.
Bro, he really was. He said they ain't in here for no gal. No, he said they ain't in here for no mandingo. They in here for that gal. He said they playing you like a fool, Calvin. That shit was crazy, bro. He's like, you know that nigga. But yeah, that movie was well put together.
They said Cap actually cut himself when he smashed the glass, and he just kept going. Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
I mean, when he smeared it all over Kerry Washington's face, that shit was OD. I'm like, nigga.
To Django!
Shit was a good movie. But watched that. What else did I do? I just chilled, bro. Yeah. Getting ready for my birthday weekend coming up. Gonna probably go down on a family tour. Go chill with my family and stuff, cousins and whatnot. Just vibe out, feel me? Like, it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be fun. Okay. But yeah, that's gonna be my upcoming weekend. What about you? What were you up to, bro? I know you've been working.
Busy. First, we had Olivia's white coat ceremony. We had that the Thursday before her graduation, and pulled up. Everything was great. It was nice. Olivia got a few awards. She made Honor Society, National Honor Society. She had another robe that she had for graduation. She won another award, and it was cool. It was good. But she clearly wasn't the best student in her class. It was two other girls. This Asian young woman named Chung. She was the salutatorian. I said okay. And then there was this mystery girl that basically what Olivia said was a mystery for all 4 years of school.
What do you mean?
So they had basically the white coat ceremony was all the awards and they got their white coats basically. But they literally was just saying this one girl's name for almost every single award. She won a $10,000 scholarship. She won this award. She won this award. Math award, science award, this award.
Damn, what the hell is that girl doing?
Yo, we sat there and was parlay, next one. Who?
Literally,
we're shorty with the pink suit because she might as well just sat there with the principal and just got up and what the hell's going on, bro? I'm like, Olivia, what did you do in this school that she's out here running things?
Right.
Olivia was like, yo, no one spoke to her. She wore a mask all 4 years of school. She sat there and did her work. I barely had a class with her. I said, damn. She said nobody knew what she looked like until the white coat ceremony. I said, bro, there's no way. I said, there's no way. I said, even in her school picture? She's like, yes. I said,
a mask like COVID?
Yes. All 4 years of your high school career, ain't nobody know what she looked like. But she done killed them. I said, damn. Bro, the Asian girl was salutatorian. She was valedictorian. Bro, there was the Asian girl had a 3.9 GPA with 39 college credits. The other girl had a 4.07. I said...
The mystery girl?
Yes. I said 4.07. I said, well, damn.
And y'all all seen her face?
Yes. That day.
What was she,
She's Spanish. She's a Spanish girl. But I was just like, damn.
She going hard, bro.
And then at graduation, the valedictorians always got to speak and everything. And bro,
she spoke?
Yeah, she spoke.
Cool chick?
Yeah, she was fine. Yeah, nice little speech. Short, quick to the topic. She said that.
That's some shit. Ain't that some shit?
She said,
if I work hard, I gotta give a speech. What the fuck?
Nigga, you was the best person in the class. Yeah.
What I gotta talk to these niggas for? I'm better than them.
She said that she spent a whole year in a hospital. She literally spent a whole year in the hospital, basically, and she still got a 4.07. I said, God, literally, that's you smart.
Something right. Something ain't right.
Bro, no, I'm telling you.
Something ain't right.
I'm telling you.
Y'all gonna be in that documentary.
We gonna be like, she the GOAT.
Yeah, I bet.
She the GOAT.
And then y'all gonna find out something ain't right. Watch.
Bro, this is what I wanted to say, though, about graduations. Because at the white coat ceremony, there was for graduation, you're almost there. You can't wait to see everybody. Parents, if you can wait to hold balloons for after or anything like that, the confettis, don't pop it and all like that, so we can get through everything on graduation day.
Nas?
No, it was fine. It was cool. We had the flowers. The flowers is fine.
All right.
Flowers is okay. Flowers is straight. We had her face on the cardboard
the fans.
posters. Yeah, we had those and everything.
The fat heads.
We had the fat heads. That part was fine. Everyone else was in there acting a fool.
Really?
People brought whistles. One lady behind us.
I was expecting y'all to do some shit though, like that.
No. We don't do that. We gonna cheer. We gonna be happy. We gonna cheer. We ain't gonna do all that. My mom don't even get to that point where she gotta bring whistles and stuff. She's loud enough to do that. This lady brought one of the shaker bongos, and she was in there going crazy. Yo, she was in there going.
Sound like gunshots.
Going. I'm just me and Isaiah was like, bro.
Ladies, stop.
Bro, me and Isaiah's talking. The girl gets her certificate, her diploma. people behind us literally blowing whistles in our ears and everything, and I'm like, what the hell is this? This is like, y'all. They warned us about balloons. Y'all should have been saying all them other stuff, cause that's ridiculous, bro. Cause I was gonna bring that up to you. My graduate. Well, first of all, how many people? How many tickets you get for graduation in high school?
How many tickets?
Yeah.
I believe only Alicia and my mom came, but they gave us 4, I believe.
4 tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have to hustle, or you already knew who was going? So you just.
I already knew who was going, so I was just like, fuck it. I know my mom and my sister. So
Did you give the other 2 away?
I believe I did. It's high school graduation. That's 10 years we're talking? 15?
10 years.
10 years now?
10 years.
It's hard.
I only ask it because I had 4 for mine. But I had to find some other ones because I got a big family. Olivia got 6, and she still needed more. And I'm like, you better be hustling these kids that didn't graduate. Because there was like 30 kids that didn't graduate.
Kids that don't graduate still get a graduation ticket?
Well, because every student gets assigned tickets. So if you know someone ain't graduating, yo, let me get your tickets.
Dead ass.
So like, or if someone got like 2 people, you gotta be like, yo, let me get your tickets. She was like, people were literally like saying, yo, I'll sell you tickets. I'm like, oh no.
I mean, yeah, it could get down to that.
We ain't doing all that.
I mean, if I'm not graduating, I'm making bread off of it some way.
we ain't doing all that. We ain't selling we ain't selling tickets. We ain't buying tickets like you a scalper out at a basketball game and out like that. I was like, God damn, okay.
You gonna use them tickets? How much? 5?
Yeah.
Bet.
Nah, they weren't saying 5. They were like 30 and stuff.
All right, yeah. No.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, niggas are tripping. This is a high school graduation, guys.
30 B's. So if I gotta buy 3 of them, that's $90.
I'll be like, here's your 5.
5. Here's 5. Take it or leave it. Nah.
Literally, like what?
But yeah, her graduation was cool. Her white ceremony was cool. She's ready to go to Winston-Salem. So she's literally just been going to the beach.
So she's gonna be a nurse. What is she gonna be?
Yeah, she's going for nursing. She wants to be a travel
RN.
Nurse. She wants to be a travel nurse.
Okay.
She said they get paid money. So.
I mean, shit. So she
I
got job security, bro.
I said, Olivia, congratulations. You joined an elite member of high school graduates. Now, when you graduate with that college degree, come talk to me now. Cause
Kevin Durant's from Texas.
Yeah. No, he went to Texas.
Oh, I was
He
like,
played.
what the fuck?
He's from Maryland. But yeah, I was like, you can come talk to me when you graduate with your associates and bachelors and stuff. But that was a week. That was the week after before. Then last week, I started a new job. I am at Oasis Marina.
No more Wendy's. No more Domino's. Capitol Grill every Wednesday. On this guy.
You're chopped. You're bugging out.
On this guy.
So I don't got Capitol Grill money.
What you mean?
Ain't no Capitol Grill money over here, my boy.
All right. What about Hemingway's?
No.
Fleming's?
No. You
Chili's?
trying to be like B. Simone.
Look, Chili's.
You trying to be like B. Simone. I can't shop at Bloomingdale's. I had to go to H&M.
Like, who cares? Who are you even famous for? Like, what do you do?
Like, what the?
Why are you even on my feed?
Like that's what you worried about? Okay, whatever. No, my Harbor Lights Oasis Marina. It's basically like a banquet catering company. They have 55 properties all across the U.S., which is cool. The food and beverage manager is a CIA alum, so shout out to Aaron. And I'm a culinary lead, so it's my first sous chef position, which is pretty cool. It's interesting because you know how like, all right, my station's clean, we good, we balance, and we just see you later to the head chef or the sous and everything. Nah, I gotta sit there until everything's done. I'm like, damn.
This nigga's in MIT.
I'm like, damn, we done closed like an hour ago. I can't leave yet. Nah, we gotta do everything. But I started last Tuesday, and I'm only working 4 days a week, so it's easy for me. So, last week I started. They had like a little event, a lobster dinner for like $260. So literally like
Lobster.
literally I was talking to a lady and she was like when I was signing like all my papers and stuff, and she was like, I was like, yeah, I can't start the Monday because my sister's graduation, so can I start on Tuesday? She's like, yeah, I'll just let Aaron know and I'll get back to you. I was like, all right, cool. She called me later on that day and she was like, yeah, you're good to go. Aaron said, heads up, there's a 265 person lobster dinner on Tuesday. I said, all right, let's get to work then.
All right.
Let's do it. So that was cool. I helped out with that, and it's a dope place. It's nice. It's nice. Like literally, he bought this huge like red food truck where he got everything in there. It's long. It's huge inside. Like it's pretty damn nice.
That's where you guys cook out of?
Most things. Like he got fryers. He got a flat top. He got a little stove in there. He got different sinks. He got freaking different cold stations and stuff like that. It's a pretty damn nice trailer. Like I was like, god damn. I'm sure I took a picture. I'm like, okay.
You got a picture right now?
Yeah, but so I'm a culinary lead, and I'm basically mainly gonna be in like the restaurant. So
That's what's up.
so that's
As they should be listening to you. You coordinate everything.
I'm trying to see where the oh yeah, so that was like inside the food truck and stuff like that. The and like brand new fryers, brand new flat top right there. Like,
Oh yeah.
it was pretty damn nice in there. And yeah, so he was introducing me to a bunch of people and everything. And Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, it was basically in the restaurant. So there's like 4 culinary leads basically. So three of us is in the restaurant for the most part. I'm gonna get kind of like tossed around from banquets to restaurants. So I gotta know everything.
Interchangeable though. That's good.
Exactly. So
That's good that they're doing that for you.
So I'm
Hell yeah.
So
Get to
in
the fucking money. My nigga. Get to the fucking money, young nigga.
I'm on, Thursday, I'm on the line kind of learning, grill, saute, entrees, and hot apps and stuff like that. So I'm learning different things. And it was really just me and the other 2 culinary leads basically on Thursday. And there was someone on Garmo and stuff like that. So, and it's different. So, like, Garmo has easy stuff, but it's a lot more things they got to kind of do. So, like, they got to set up the burgers, the buns and everything. They got to set up, like, certain
the toppings and shit.
they got to set up certain different things for the hot side. So, if I'm on grill, I'm literally just doing grill entrees and stuff like that. And then they got to, they got to put the buns up and stuff like that. So, it's because it's small and there's limited space in there for, like, everything. So, it's like, there's 2 kitchens up and down, but the bottom kitchen is for the restaurant, but it's like, it's small where it's like certain people got to do certain things to take away from everyone else. So
Where's the food truck at?
so it's the place is called Oasis. It's called Harbor Lights at Oasis Marina. So that red food truck is for the event. They have a pool where they have a food truck called Drift that people can order from for the pool. Then there's Then it's the restaurant that basically is on this side, and then there's a golf course. They have like ladies' night tonight on Wednesday.
You gotta be a member type shit. Is it like the Quinn? Kinda.
Kinda, but I know other.
We can randomly go in there.
Random people can go there and stuff like that, and make reservations for the restaurant and stuff.
Okay.
Like, we had over 100 on Saturday, but like Thursday, basically like, and this was something that they were kind of impressed with, like how fast I picked up the hot side. Like, I was like, all right, crab cakes, this and that.
Assemble them how you know.
You see it. Let me see
Mise
how
en
you guys
place.
are doing it. Let me see how you guys are doing it. All right, pick it up. And then I seen the 2 culinary leads kind of look at each other and like, all right, we gonna switch. Like, so me, this dude Gus and me kind of switched over just so I can see the grill. And I was like, I kind of picked things up pretty fast. But Saturday, oh my God, it was busy.
Yeah.
Like,
Ticket machine going crazy.
oh, so what's so crazy? Because we have a tablet as our tickets. So we see when the ticket comes in, we have it on a tablet, and then I have to bump it off so the runners know on the other side to come get it. So then Expo basically will bump it off once they take the food. So it's like, okay, I got to get used to this.
So wait, is it like a swivel tablet or what? What?
Yeah, like I can play with it and put it upside down, up or horizontal or vertical and stuff like that. But it's literally like a ticket will come in for like a burger medium rare
On the tablet.
on the tablet, and it'll be on both sides. So it'll be on the Expo side, and it'll be on.
Oh, so there's
on the.
it's a two mirror. What kind of tablet is this? There's two tablets back to back.
No, so it's one on my side, and then literally on it's like this side the line, and then the pass, and then on Expo side another one basically. So that's where the two are.
But it's touchscreen.
Yeah, it's touchscreen. So literally, I get that burger, I make the burger and everything. I put it up in the window. I can bump it off. Expo, finish it off with garnish. Server comes, they run it
Boom.
out.
Yeah.
So, but like Saturday, I got hammered. Like, and we're busy. We had over 100 on the books. Banquets had like 5 events. Like they had like 2 weddings plus other things going on. So like it was so busy on Saturday. But like, literally like, and it's crazy how the ticket is because it's like I'll have this one, and it's like it's just a bunch of them. Mm-hmm. But because we were so busy, like if I bump one off, another one just kind of slides in, and and you can see the clock to the window, when it's supposed to be up in the window. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, I just got this freaking salmon dish up, great, cool. But this 5 top is still running, so we need to get this up now. Like we need to keep going. So it's like, oh my goodness,
That's
this
cool.
thing. And it was crazy. So like Gus was on like Expo and stuff, and he was like calling things out, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So when he came over, he didn't realize that I was so like behind and stuff. And he was like, oh crap. He's like, yo, that's my fault. Like I should have hopped in early. I'm like, nah, that's on me. Like I got to kind of just get used to the system and stuff. And then even like the head chef Kevin was kind of like, oh no, it's my fault. I should have recognized it and sent them over. And we was all like, I'm like, it's a little bit of all of our fault, but you know what? We're here to work and everything. It's not that big of a deal for me. So, but they were like, yo, literally, they're like, yo, like, you're doing a great job. We're impressed on like how fast you really picked up the hot side and everything. Like, you know, now I got to get on Garmo just to see it in Expo so I can kind of start running it when I'm there by myself and everything. So
Then you're gonna get everything under your belt.
now, so now when I see things, so now it's like
And easy.
Yeah.
So do they do seasonal menus and stuff too?
no. So the place is basically a seasonal place.
Okay.
Because it's really from like April, May to October when it's like, you know, weddings
Fall,
and stuff like that
okay.
stop and die down. Like once Labor Day comes, it's like, all right, it's kind of done from here, but you know, we get a few things, whatever. So, and it's there are a lot of like younger kids there, like high school kids. There are some college kids there too. So it's difficult. It's not difficult. I won't say that. So there are certain things of there that's like, all right, we have to remember that some of these kids are young, so they're not gonna know everything. Like restaurant wise, like sometimes the tickets come in and it's like, all right, you have table 6, but you already put in the appetizer and entree at the same time.
Yeah.
And I see it, but because I see the entree was first, I'm dropping that you know this bolo already, and I'm like,
They have
wait a
bolo
minute.
there?
Yeah, we got bolognese and penne vodka.
Oh shit!
We
Word.
got a sirloin dish. We have a salmon dish.
It's all affordable shit, right?
Yeah,
Like
honestly,
what?
it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Like for a date,
Yeah.
how much?
I mean, you won't spend around 100.
100.
But it's not bad.
Yeah, it's
not
like
bad.
something you would expect to do
Yeah,
on a
it's
date.
not bad.
All right, bet.
But we got like crispy chicken sandwiches. We got wings. We got a crab. We have crab cakes. We got a fried Brussels dish with like fried chicken skins.
When do you work again?
I work Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
At the restaurant?
Yeah. Well, that's the day I'm just working, and then for the most part, I'm gonna be in a restaurant. So you pulling up.
I'm pulling up.
It's a nice spot. It really is, and it's like, you know, when you're at the restaurant, it has a nice view with like the water and everything, the boats. Mm-hmm. So it's a dope place. It's a really nice spot. Food. I would love it to be at a higher production, but it is what it is.
What do you mean by that?
There are some certain things that, you know, I'm like, I wish we can kind of do that, but you know, all right, we got Cisco, we can kind of just throw that in real quick and everything. And it's something that like,
What do you like Cisco? Like they don't have a purveyor?
they use Cisco, but like certain things, you know, instead of us making it from scratch or something, we'll kind of
Oh
just
yeah,
buy
you
it
could
off
buy
of
it. Yeah.
And you know, it is what it is. You know, I talked to everyone there. Kind of, you know, everyone kind of has the same feeling. And it was something I was actually warned about when I had my interview with Aaron and everything. He was like, there's certain things, I want. He's like, I would love us to do, but certain things, if we kind of have to take that option to kind of get it done already, so it kind of helps us out a little bit. It's fine. And again, we have younger kids, so if some of them don't have the culinary experience, it's gonna be a little bit harder on a Saturday night when we're busy. Hey, I need you to make this batter from scratch, and then you're gonna do so. Certain things, all right, we got to kind of take it easy and take the little shortcut, but we're gonna put our spin on it and make it do what it do. So it is what it is. I definitely think it definitely is pretty good food for the most part. So I'm not mad at it. And literally, like, they're putting like a little restaurant outside right next to the actual dining area. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna kind of help us out too, and we give a better feedback for it. So, yeah, that's really what I've been doing.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Makes me want to relive the restaurant days.
So I'm already. I wake up every morning freaking sore, hurting, random cuts in my hands.
Literally, back to it, burns.
I'm like, literally, I'm grabbing things, my freaking fingers. I'm like, oh, great, thanks. Back to it. So, it's all right though. It's not bad. And then literally, I had the last 2 days. I had today and yesterday off, so it's freaking hot. But I've been getting my car done. I've been paying everything I'd have because, man, I need to do it. So
facts.
Finally got my inspection on my car. I gotta get my license and everything. So just catching up on life. That's really all it is the last few weeks.
Definitely fill it up, bro.
Last week, I'm like, are we gonna do the podcast? I'm like, oh wait, he gotta shoot. I'm like, he said, nah, we can just wait till next year. I said, oh, good, I got money I gotta make anyways.
I'm screaming.
I was like, it is okay. You can go ahead and do that shoot, Drew. Take all the time you need.
Dead ass.
But yeah, that's all I got. That was my weekend and everything. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Quick dish 86. We catching up from the last few weeks, so we got about like 10, 12 things we going over this week. So, order fire. Last week, Anne Burrell passed away.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Yes, rest in peace to Anne Burrell. 55, passed away in her home. Found her home last week. She is notorious for her many shows on the Food Network, like the America's Worst Home Cooks or Worst Cooks. That show is ridiculous. She's a CIA alum as well, so that definitely hits home some type, at least for us.
Yeah.
Reports of saying that they claim she was found near pills. Her death could also be linked to a cardiac arrest. Yeah. So, and then I know Food Network said they're gonna be doing a tribute on the new season of Worst Cooks in America. So it's definitely hits.
I know Bobby Flay hurting, bro. That was the home dog. At least his.
Yeah. What did you think of Anne Burrell as?
I think that's crazy at 55.
55.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. Who knows, right?
They said it was COVID and all that shit. Everybody getting all those shots. Getting all those microplastics in your veins and shit and clogging up your arteries. But I don't know. Yeah. Only time will tell what the fucking effects of COVID is. But as of right now, bro. R.I.P., bro.
Yeah, rest in peace, Anne Burrell. Let's get into this one first because we got a lot of music ones we got to hit today.
Okay.
So let's do the sports ones. Let's get those out the way, and then we'll go into the music parts. Fernando Tatis Jr., outfielder on the San Diego Padres, is suing a company called Big League Advance. And basically what this company is, it's a company that will go to minor league players. So like if you're in AAA or AA, they'll basically go to you and say, from what I've heard, is they'll say, hey, would you like some money, to kind of help you get started so you're not struggling, because minor leagues, you're not making money.
Mm-hmm.
So, they'll go to 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids like, hey, here's some money to help you out, and we don't want anything right now. But when you sign your major league contract, we would just like a percentage of it. So when they came to Tatis at 17 years old, he signed a deal with them that paid him $2 million in exchange for 10% of his future earnings. So, in 2021, he signed a 14-year, $340 million contract with the Padres because he started blowing up. He started doing his thing.
14 years you gonna play on that one team?
Some people do it, some people don't. But a lot. There's no cap in baseball, so teams can just spend basically. And he's a homegrown player for them, so it's like we want to keep you here forever, or for most of your career at least. So he signed for $340 million for 14 years. Basically, he owes them $34 million a part of the agreement. What basically he's suing them for is basically he's saying that they kind of prey on, younger people. I'm fighting this battle not just for myself, but everyone still chasing their dream and hope to provide for a better family. He wants to help protect young players who don't yet know how to protect themselves from predatory lenders and illegal financial schemes. Kids' focus should be on their passion for baseball, not dodging shady business deals. So basically saying, they're plotting on us, and when we make it, that's when they want to strike.
How old was he when he signed that $2 million deal?
17.
That's a grown man.
No, he's 17.
That's a grown man. You knew what you were getting into.
So, what do you think he's in the right or wrong for trying to sue them? Because if you look at
you're making $340 million and you agreed to this agreement despite if you had the knowledge behind it or not, whatever you would call it, bro. And you agreed, you put your signature on this fucking document, and they said, hey, you take this bread now, but when you get famous and rich, they're obviously first investing in you because they see something in you. They know it's a guarantee.
So it's basically like, okay, we'll give you this money, and, if you don't ever make it to the big leagues, all right, it is what it is. From when the video that I watched, basically from like a reporter, that he was like, because they're investing in you, what you just said. So if I signed a contract with them for $2 million when I was 18 years old, and I'm in the Red Sox farm system, if I don't ever make it, it's okay. They take that loss because it's a bigger up for them. Because once I make it and I play well and I get a contract for $600 million, they just hit the jackpot. So now all the other people that kind of failed kind of just wipes out because of that $600 million. They're gonna hit that. They're gonna get a real good percentage of it.
This is what I don't understand. You're making $360 mil.
340.
340 mil.
Yeah.
You owe them how much? 34. 34 mil. That leaves you with how much?
For the overall contract of 34, $306 million. Like I did that math real quick. You need more. No, you need more zeros. That's 34 million. You need another one. Add another zero.
What do you mean?
340 million. There you go.
Minus 34 mil, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's not what you said.
Yes, I did. 306 million.
That's what you said?
306 million.
All right, good.
So
that's still well enough money to live the rest of your fucking life out.
But then if he signs another big contract, again, they hit him with another 10 mil.
Okay.
10%.
All right. No.
But that's
I pay y'all niggas your first hit. I ain't get no more money from y'all. So why the fuck are you now getting more money? That's ridiculous. At that point, yes, he is in all rights to do that shit. But also it is predatory tactics because these people are coming from broke backgrounds, bro. They don't have money.
Well, Fernando Tatis, his dad was in the major league too. So
well, he should have known. Fuck that nigga.
Yes, not everyone. A lot of them may not have the money and stuff like that. And what they're saying that they can do it to a lot of like Latin players. So so they may not have anything when when they're coming up.
That's what I'm saying. Like Dominicans, they be farming Dominicans in baseball, bro. Like
exactly. So as you're coming up, hey, here's $2 million to help yourself get a trainer, get an apartment and stuff like that, and then just pay me back when you can when you hit the big league. So that's what it is.
That shit's wild, bro. That shit's fucking nuts. That's modern day slavery. I think
it's wrong in both sides. I think one, in Tatis's point, I get what you're saying. They're being predatory and stuff like that.
No, they are, but
I get it. But you did sign this contract.
Yeah, you signed the contract, but did you read the fine print? This is what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all charging me for this first 34 mil. I'm going to kick y'all that first 34 mil. But if the Yankees or somebody else come over my head with some $900 million deal, y'all don't get no more bread. Because I already paid you that 34 mil. Who is that?
I get it. Cause on that stance, it's like, all right, at the first contract, if it is just the first contract, I'm only paying you that. I'm not paying you everything else. So
what does that entail? It means that if he does go to another team, they're gonna still want the 10 mil.
10%.
10%, yeah.
I believe that's what it is. I believe it's every time you sign a contract, they take 10% of your major league contract.
Yeah, no. And y'all only gave me 2 mil?
This is his first and only contract because, it's 14 years. So that's a long... Again, major leagues don't have a salary cap, and they're not going to be like, yeah, just here's a 5-year, 250. They're going to be like, yeah, his freaking Juan Soto just got $700 million. So...
Fuck it.
Major leagues is gonna pay you. So
how do they have all this money though?
There's no salary cap, so they just let them spend, which is a big issue for small markets to get players because the bigger markets are just gonna buy everyone. Like the Dodgers, the Dodgers are just buying a bunch of players, deferring their contracts for down the road, and winning now, so they don't have to really worry about it. Some teams want to do that. Some teams don't want to do that. Some players don't mind a deferred contract because they'll get paid after their career. Some people are like, no, I want my money now. So it just depends on who it is. And then that's why there's probably going to be another strike in baseball in like 2 years because the Players Association is going to be like, nah, bro.
We want caps.
We need a cap. So that's what it is. Yeah, I think it's wrong on both sides. I think it is hurtful when you are kind of just plotting on younger players who you think would be great, and then try to hit them with, yep, we need our money now. But as a young player, especially in this day and age, you have to, you got to have someone ready to read your contracts. You got to have someone ready to see what people are talking about that are trying to be predatory on you. Mm-hmm. So where I do think that he needs to just pay that 34, get it out the way, but find a way to be like, hey, we're out of this contract right now after this payment. After I pay this up for you, that's it. No more. I'm not paying you another 34 next year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's ridiculous.
Another 34 after this 14-year contract. I'm not paying you if we restructure and I get more. No. So that's it. So that's my only thing on it. I see it both sides. I think both sides is kind of wrong in that sense, but it is what it is. So
it's just ridiculous.
On the basketball, because we got the NBA draft on right now. The Oklahoma City Thunder won the NBA Finals.
Like we predicted.
You predicted. You got it right.
Mm-hmm.
You got it right.
Hell yeah.
You remember how many games you said?
No.
Let's see how many games you said. I said Indiana in 6. And you know what? It was a damn close game. I don't have it written down somewhere, so you know what? It's okay. You got it right and said Oklahoma City. But you know what? They might have lost if Halliburton didn't tear his
well, he did.
His freaking Achilles. So,
in the first, that's crazy.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You'd like to say to?
I knew this was gonna happen because I am very intuitive with 2K. That is all. That is all.
That is why you thought
OKC
was gonna win?
Nah, they were just greasing him, bro. Like literally, like if you look at everyday social media and stuff like that, They were putting this nigga in the fucking Nokia fucking music video, bro. They already had this shit preset, nigga. Like, yes. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Ain't nobody putting Tyrese Halliburton in no fucking Nokia video. Let's be real. They'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh man, that's
Who is that? when they put Tyrese in the music video.
They were like, who's that?
Yeah,
so
literally.
their skin just smiling.
That ass.
They'd be like, we already got Drake doing it. Why is he in it?
Exactly.
The Los Angeles Lakers sold the team for $10 billion. The Bus family was owned it for over 46 years.
Over 46 years.
They've owned it for 46 years. From Dr. Bus to now Genie, they finally sold the team for $10 billion. And they sold them to the Los Angeles Dodgers owner, who already had a minority stake, so he had first refusal if they sold to anyone else, if they wanted to sell to anyone else. So he basically was like, "Hey, let's just do it. Let's get it done." They had a great deal. They sold for $10 billion.
Is he nice?
Yeah, he has room for development, but he's pretty good. But yeah, $10 million. They basically said seeing the Celtics get sold for $6 billion. They said up it $10 billion.
It's like all this bread and nobody know what to do with it, bro. Nobody want to throw no fucking bread to the poor. Nobody want to do shit. They just want to hold on to it for the fucking world to come to an end, and all that money mean nothing in the end. That's pretty dark, but 10 bill, let's be real, people. Are we ever going to actually spend $10 billion in a lifetime? I mean, like, nigga, give me...
They are.
Give me a solid, like... I don't know. I'll take 10 bill.
I'll take 10 bill.
Nigga, at that point, what is, like, the comparison of fast food to you? Like, does that even make a dent in your shit? Like... You could just eat until your heart's content, and it still wouldn't even do anything to your bank account.
No, not at all. Not at all. Speaking of fast food and restaurants, Red Lobster.
I seen. He's bringing back the bags.
My boy, young entrepreneur, is doing his thing. If one, Red Lobster is out of bankruptcy at that. Two, he revamped the entire menu. He has plenty under 20 deals. He brought seafood boils on the menu, $5 margaritas, and this is all a part of his annual Crab Fest promotion. Is we out to Red Lobster?
Yes, nigga.
Seafood boils
with the cheddar bays.
With the cheddar bay biscuits at Red Lobster?
Bro, you know what they really need to bring to? Some fucking Bubba Gumps. They need more Bubba Gumps out here, bro.
Bro, nobody knows what that is because they're about to just build more Red Lobsters. We need to bring one back to Rhode Island. All right.
They don't have none out here.
No, we don't have no Red Lobster. No, we don't. But just see, because we've talked about Red Lobster a few times already, but like just seeing what he's already doing, like what is your thoughts?
I think he's bringing the company into the right direction, to be honest with you. Like, he's really reviving that shit. Now all we need is a nigga that comes in and does the same with Chuck E. Cheese, does the same with fucking what other is dying? Applebee's is dying too.
Applebee's, you think so?
Yeah, Applebee's is on its way out.
I like what he's doing. I love that he's bringing back popular items for people that love Red Lobster. I love that seafood boils. That's gonna be a hit. I already know it's going.
Bro, you know every girl and their mother is gonna be in there.
Exactly. Like,
oh my god, look at Red Lobster. They got the seafood boils.
We already said, bro, seafood boils.
They got the seafood boils. Just go get the seafood boils.
Already said we about to pop
I
out.
I like to go eat and look at the lobsters in the tank and eat the seafood boils.
Yeah, he's adding crab stuffed mushrooms, steak Oscar, salmon Oscars, new cocktails like Purple Haze by Dr. Dre. This nigga he's giving y'all these basically.
Where at the yeah.
So yeah, he's doing his thing. Good for Red Lobster. I definitely gonna pop out.
Again, how did he come into that role?
A new CEO at 34. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's get into the music. Let's talk about some music because there is a lot that we need to talk about with some music. What's Jim Jones? Jim Jones. Well, first off, it started off with people going online saying that Jim Jones is the most influential artist we have, and he's more influential in his music is better than Nas.
Are you fucking serious?
And then Jim Jones went on Fat Joe's and Jadakiss's podcast and reiterated that I am most influential.
Oh my god,
better.
this man doubled down.
If he was like, if you look at the billboards and all that other stuff, I got it. Look, I've been seeing his podcast and they talk about music and stuff, and this young kid, he's bugging out. He's like, I can't name one Nas song or album. Jim Jones' last album was better than anything Nas put out, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Okay, first off, let's be real. If you're living in 2025 and you can name either of those albums, you're old. I'm not expecting any kid that listens to fucking all the artists of today to give me a comparison of some older artists that they possibly have never heard either song of from. You're just fucking picking Jim Jones, what? Because he's from New York?
Yeah,
well, so is Nas, nigga.
This kid said he's from Jersey. He's like 20-something. He's like, I listen to Jim Jones. He's more influential than Nas. And I'm like, this don't make no sense. What are you talking about?
I don't even see a comparison between the two, to be honest.
And I looked it up. Jim Jones versus Nas Billboard entries. When it comes to albums, Jim has 9 entries in the Billboard 200 with 3 top 10 albums and no number ones. None of his albums hit number one. While Nas has 27 entries, 16 top 10 albums, and 6 that have reached number one on the Billboard 200. So again, when we talk about most influential, and I get it, Jim Jones and Max B and all them and Dipset, they had a lot of outfits in the modeling industry that we weren't wearing, black people weren't wearing like that. But you're telling me that Nas wasn't influential with what he did back then? You're bugging out. You're telling me he doesn't have any crazy songs?
That's like when French Montana said he got more hits than Kendrick.
It's like, come on, really?
And then Young Thug was like, this crazy ass nigga talk about he got more hits than Kendrick.
Like, come on now. What are you doing here? And then they was like, bro, Jim Jones is like a few years younger than Nas. He just started later. So like, come on. And he was like, yeah, Nas was my idol and everything. When I was in high school, that's when he popped and everything. Like, he was my idol, you know what I'm saying? But he's my rival and everything. And I'm most influential. And it's like, bro, no, you're not. You're not. You're great. You're good, Jim. You're not like that. I'm sorry.
Nothing without Dipset, Jim.
Another beef that's been boiling over. And
have you listened to that album?
Who was the Clips?
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't dropped yet. It drops.
Why am I hearing all this shit about it and over an album that hasn't even come out yet?
It hasn't dropped yet. It drops in a few weeks.
Crazy.
Pusha T ain't rocking with Travis Scott now.
I heard a lot of people are dissing Travis.
He dissed him on So Be It. He talked about he cried Travis Scott done cried in front of him. He's sad that he ain't with Kylie and Calabasas took his girl and all that. And then he doubled down in interviews and said, yo, Travis Scott is really two-faced. He said, and this is where it really started for him. He said when him and Burrell was in Paris, it was the same time that Travis was in Paris for Utopia.
Mm-hmm.
He said the first thing was Travis just burst into the studio and Pusha was like, what the hell? Like, you see we're doing something, but whatever, cool. So he said, he's carrying the Utopia briefcase and he played them the album. And they was like, all right, like, this is dope. This is hot. And he played Meltdown, but it didn't have Drake's verse on it. So they was like, okay, word, this is tough. So when it came out days later, Drake's verse was on it. And he starts talking about Virgil and Louis.
I melt down the chains that you're getting your boss. That one.
Then, yeah, and they was like, "Whoa, where did this come from?" Because this is not what was on there. Like they was Pusha T was like, "What the hell?" And even he was like, Travis, we just be doing some crazy things. He didn't like that he was in Paris at the same time, basically trying to like overshadow what he was doing. And then he was just like, yeah, he's just really two-faced. Like, he was at freaking Rolling Loud when Future and Metro was there. He was like, yo, play that like that. And he was like, dun, 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 dun. And they was like, nah, we ain't playing that right now. He's like, nah, play that. And it was like, all of a sudden you on Drake's team and then you here and you there and stuff like that. So
Pull that up. You got that?
what, when he did it?
Yeah.
It is funny. He's like, no, we ain't playing that.
He's still asking him?
Yeah, see, like this nigga asking for a whole thing. Knowing damn well it's about to go crazy too.
Does he play it though?
Yeah, you see this nigga Future singing it already? This nigga Travis going crazy, like, bro, like,
Metro.
and then it's like, oh yeah,
Three
Drake,
times.
he's back on that side, so he was just like, yo, like, you're really two-faced and everything. Your thoughts on Pusha and Travis now?
Bro, like, I don't know. I feel like there is a big issue when it becomes to real rapping and real rappers and industry plants. We've already seen Pusha T call out Drake.
Yeah.
We've already seen Kendrick call out we've already seen Kendrick call out Drake.
Yep.
We seen Drake and Meek go together. Like it's just been battle after battle, and like all I'm starting to see is that these people that come out of the woodworks and have, I would say, like the ability of everyone around them, like they almost absorb this shit. Because like, for example, and I'm not a hater on none of these niggas, they make music and I like getting lit to music. That's all that matters to me. Yeah. But like, for example, Drake, if you think about it, when Drake first came on the scene, okay, Best I Ever Had was the first one. Everybody went crazy. Take that Drake and go to the Drake now. Two totally different people, bro.
So you're kind of seeing that it's not all love and peace in rap.
It's not.
People try to show, or they try to like
because
front on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I feel like people, when you first become a celebrity, it's like, all right, your marketing team, whatever, they want you to build this persona. In the event of building that persona, a lot of these celebrities, I feel, get lost with who they truly are themselves. And I think Drake has done that. And I think Travis has done that.
Yeah.
And again, I say these two because, boom, they came out of nowhere. They came out of thin fucking air. At least Kendrick, we heard about fucking Kendrick when he first dropped out. At least I did.
They all started.
They all started somewhere. Yeah, I get it. Like, I can't even front. I listened to Travis when he dropped Owl Pharaoh, but like.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's Travis kind of now is at a higher point to where it looks just like, oh man, he's cool with everybody, but in reality, it's like he got beef with this person, this person.
Yeah, he like picks
stuff.
sides. They all pick sides.
You know, Drake puts on this front that he's all loving this person and this person, but
What the hell?
yeah, they've been like that. But it's like, it always show. It's like we know.
It cures your allergies? What?
I don't think that's true all the way, but
Nigga, what?
but it's like even the Drake and Kendrick beef has been brewing for years and years until it finally happened last year. Like, it's always Drake kind of puts on like, oh yeah, I'm here for this, here for that, but there's a lot of people that's like, no, you're not. And now it's like, finally, people are kind of just calling each other out on like, bro, like I really don't rock with you. I really don't rock like you. So now we're just gonna really just go this for this. So I like it. I'm not mad at it. I do understand what he's saying about Travis though, because it does seem like Travis is on like everybody's side. Mm-hmm. It's like
Travis is trying to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Exactly. It's like you drop Meltdown, but then all of a sudden you on Future's project and doing all that with him, and it's like, well, wait a minute, you were just there, and then it's like, oh no, now you over here with this person, and now you here with. So it's like you got to kind of not say pick a side. But don't just be running around to every single group trying to show like, oh yeah, I'm here for everybody. Like, we know that ain't happening. Mm-hmm. So, come on now. But speaking of Kendrick and Drake, Kendrick still on tour for GNX with SZA, and he hit Toronto twice. And was both days sold out?
Yes.
Yes, they were. Did anyone in Toronto touch them?
No.
No, they did not. Top 5 talking about, I'm trying to get into the hotel. Kendrick got it secure and locked up.
I'm trying to get into the hotel, Crody.
And it's like, bro, first of all, did you really think that
straight fams, dog?
You think people in Toronto weren't going to not have that happen? You think you were just going to be able to get in?
Calm down still, Crody.
If you really had that much pull, you could have did something, but it wasn't happening. They said someone from Kendrick's team said, pull up to New Hole King.
Yo, Crody, she gave me the Mazda.
They said someone freaking said top 5. Nope, can't come in a New Hole King, buddy. And yet he still sold out both shows, and they screamed for encore.
I'd be like, bro, if I want to eat in this Chinese restaurant, I'm gonna eat in this Chinese restaurant.
They screamed for an encore both nights. He didn't do it. But
Top 5 was blocking New Ho King.
No, he was someone in they was in New Hole King playing Not Like Us and everything. And there was a video of top 5 trying to go in there, and someone was like, "Nope, can't come in here."
I'm screaming.
Yeah, like thoughts on Kendrick going into Toronto. There were also there were a lot.
It just shows that Drake doesn't run his own city.
Yes, there was a lot of people outside trying to protest the show. A lot of black people saying, "I'm not going there. This is what he said about our city, and if you're going, you're not like us." That not like us is about all of us and everything.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well, your thoughts.
You're Canadian. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing.
Next topic. What were you saying about Drake?
What I was saying about Drake? Drake's the man, bro. Fuck that guy. Fuck Drake. You got me so mad I ripped my mic off the table.
This guy.
Nah,
he said Drake's the man and then says F him.
It's like, nah. Drake has some hits. He's a very talented person. I would never say anything to get on either of their bad sides because they both make very good music, and I'm a Travis Scott. I'm going to be best friends with everybody until I can't be. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say it for you that Drake doesn't even run his own city, and it was funny because we had that they were talking about music at work, and this young kid was like, "Yeah, Drake's better than Kendrick. You got to look at the numbers," and I'm like, "Buddy."
Why do people care about numbers?
I said, first of all, we're not going to get into it. I said, it's not all about the numbers. Kendrick killed him in this. I said, Kendrick went to his own city, performed 2 nights back-to-back,
sold it out. Bro, if you had any type of...
In an arena that Drake has never performed that, in his own city. And the dude was like, Drake doesn't even care about that. I said, yeah, that's not true. So, leave it at that. But, it is what it is. He was gonna perform there regardless of if people thought he was or not. So he was gonna do that anyway. Also, people are mad at Beyonce right now.
I've been seeing some shit about them.
You
seen the daughter throw up the Illuminati sign, the youngest one?
No, I didn't see that. But people are mad. People are mad at Beyonce because she went over to Paris and to all other overseas shows. She brought out Jay-Z and Hope. She brought out Hov.
Oh yeah, I seen when she was in France.
And basically, they done performed a whole nother set list. She had Miley Cyrus out there. She had all new merch. People were pissed off and saying, when you come to Houston or Atlanta, you better have the same exact energy.
Oh, she hasn't been there yet?
No, not yet, I guess. I guess she's finishing off.
She's been on this tour forever. I feel like, what is she's still on the cowboy shit? Cowboy Carter?
The second one, yeah.
What do you mean the second one?
The second album.
There's 2 Cowboy Carters?
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't Texas.
Oh. Hey.
That's all you heard last year. Now this year, I haven't heard shit from it.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So.
The Texas, this ain't Texas?
Yeah.
She's still doing it?
But she has 2 of them out. She's on tour for the second one. It's supposed to be a third one coming out too.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh man. Yeah, everyone's mad at Beyonce though, but they'll get over it.
This ain't Texas.
Second to last, we'll do this one, then we'll do Astro World. Donald Trump done bombed Iran.
Yeah, we're fucked, bro.
And
World
World War III is happening.
I find it hard to think about you.
You going to war?
No. Actually, you know what the real cutoff is? 39.
Yeah, I heard that too. You going to war?
No. Bitch, I'm dodging like a motherfucker. You seen that shit I posted on my story? Bro,
I seen a video and some dude was like, "Nah, I'm special." The dude was like, "Yeah, see, that's what we need. They're not gonna shoot you." He was like, "I'm gay." I am too. It was just like, bro, you're going to war. But nah, videos I seen, one, we're not going to World War III no time soon because there's a lot more factors I got to go into it. A lot more countries I got to get involved on both sides.
World War III, no, but another terrorist attack, definitely in the mix.
It could happen because they said Iran had sleeper cells over here and in a bunch of cities, so it could happen at any time, any moment when they can. Obviously, we have a lot more bigger nukes and everything. And I've been watching the Cold War doc that you was telling me about, and it's like, bro,
some shit.
U.S. and Russia literally was in
shit.
an arms race to just create nukes, and that's all it is.
And now we're keeping other people from doing the same exact thing that we've already done.
It's like, exactly, now it's like, bro, it's too much now.
And why that's still like, why would that even be? Do you know if you drop a nuke on another? Well, no, not substantially, because we did it to Japan and they're still alive.
Yeah, bro. They said like.
But a bunch of nukes at once.
They said Russia has crazy nukes. Like they literally said there was just an arms race of who could just make the most goddamn bombs, and it's like, bro, that's. Then they was like, all right, we got to kind of chill out, but we still gonna keep going. And it's like everywhere else is doing the same as that thing. So it's like everyone's prepared for it. Obviously, us, Russia are the bigger ones. China is the big one and everything, So right now, everyone's just basically condemning us and what we've done and everything. So we're not going to a World War III no time soon. Can it happen in the future? Yes, it can because of his actions. But, it is what it is. Also, I seen some dude that was like actually in the military. He's like, bro, all you civilians that just sit at home thinking you're going to World War III, don't worry, you're fine. You can keep sitting there on your couch. We'll be there. You're not. So unless they have an actual draft, like you're not going. So
you don't think it's actually gonna happen?
What, World War III?
I do think that terrorist attack shit is gonna happen though. Iran said we're gonna make them feel that.
Yeah.
And I believe every single word the motherfuckers say, bro.
I don't think World War III will start in the next 5 years.
Do you think we'll get another 9/11 before we get another World War III?
I think maybe. Because, there's always something crazy that happens, like a bomb or an attack like that.
Random.
Yeah. So I think there will be something. Do I think we'll get into a full-out war? No time soon. Like I think it would be some years down that it would actually happen. Because again, there's a lot of different things that has to happen for that to happen.
I mean, to be honest with you, all the shit that's leading up from past wars is still affecting right now.
Exactly, and
it's crazy.
And it's a lot of things that's just repeating itself right now.
Like for example, with the whole Iran thing, we invited them into the NATO thing. We let them do their thing. We told them, they started making bombs. We found out about the shit. I could be totally wrong about this, but this is just from knowledge that I'm seeing on my own.
Trump
And we seen them making bombs and shit like that. We told them, yo, you need to fucking move those bombs, and if you guys don't move them, we're gonna have to start counteracting. We fucking go over there and say, all right, they didn't move the bombs, bomb they ass now.
Well,
they claim that they moved them in March.
It's them in Israel, so them and Israel have been sending things to each other at their nuke sites.
Oh, so Israel came to America crying to us, talking about
that's what it is. They've been going back and
we
forth.
was
So
like,
then
what?
That's why we was like, what? We sent it over to their facility, bombed it, and everything was like, yeah, like no, ain't none of that happening. And now it's like, well, it can happen. So Russia and China condemned us and everything.
I hate our country. The only reason I hate our country is because we act like the world police, and I feel like that is definitely not what.
That's what they was like, yo, like it would have it's gonna take a lot more than just us bombing their sites. It's gonna be something substantial for everybody to jump in. Like France would have to jump in and say, hey, stop that here. Russia, then Germany. Like, there's too many countries that would have to really get into it for an all-out war to happen. So, I don't think it's gonna happen in the next 5 years. So,
10. I don't think we'll ever get into another world war.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it would have to be screwed up so much that
there's too much money and shit involved in things nowadays. Like back then, it was dispensable, but now it's just like, bro.
Yeah.
Even some dude over in fucking Germany probably got something totally invested in the United States, bro, and can't afford a war.
Yeah.
Because that's his livelihood, and vice versa. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. Finish up with this. Astroworld documentary dropped on Netflix, and we knew the story of Travis Scott kind of having this big festival, and a bunch of people passed away at it, and it was really all of his fault. Come to find out, Live Nation set it all up. They screwed everything up with security, ticket sales, letting people bum rush the gates. The way they did the setup for the floor plan of the stages and everything, and not having enough people on to help everyone out. So a lot of it, in my opinion, was really on them. Some of it can go to Travis Scott, but a lot of it is really on them.
Can't go on Travis either. We already talked about this. It's like he can't control shit.
Yeah,
he can stop the show. Yeah, he can be like, hey, get that guy up or something like that. But at the end of the day, he wasn't the one who coordinated the fucking stands. He didn't coordinate how the fucking layout would be.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do all that shit. He just shows the fuck up, performs, and gets the fuck off stage.
Mm-hmm.
So we could go in on that topic like all night long, to be honest with you. But like at the end of the day, like it was out of his control.
Yeah.
And there were definitely other people that really should be getting the fingers pointed at them, and not Travis Scott. I think it's easier to cop out with blaming Travis about it than anything other than that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I agree. We can kind of leave it there.
Big ass cop
Rest in
out.
peace to all the people that did pass away there. Salute to anyone that was trying to just stop it and get Travis' attention to try to stop it. Because he did try to help somebody, and people were like, well, why didn't he just stop it from there?
Nah,
he can't see every single thing.
Or
so
that one kid.
So the one person that he seen, he did try to help, and he was like, all right, let's keep going. I think a lot of it really just falls on Live Nation and the way they set it up. Like, that was ridiculous the way they had it. It should have never been that way. The one thing we also agree on is the father that brought his child there, and we've said it before, that's not the place to do it. It's not. So that's not the place to bring a young child, especially at
You have to know your surroundings when you go to a concert. You gotta know who's performing, how their crowds are, how are their fans, what's gonna happen, what's
Know
gonna
your
be
artist.
Know your artist. You like, if you go into a Miley Cyrus, a Beyonce, you can bring the kids. Great, cool. You go into Ken Carson, Travis Scott. You go into Uzi,
Cardi.
Playboy. Leave them kids at home.
Because they're not going to make it out of the pit.
Exactly.
And there's pits everywhere. It's not just in the stands. I mean, on the ground.
Mm-hmm. It is. Pits can start. A mosh pit can start anywhere, and people get trampled. You gotta hold yourself already. You have to work
out, bro.
And you have to worry about a young kid doing that. That's too much. So, yeah, that's all I got. So that's everything.
R.I.P. to them motherfuckers, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a crazy doc.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
They got another one coming out soon. We're gonna look at it after this.
About what?
I have no idea. Got to look into it.
Mm.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Mixing Pod podcast, episode 116 and 117, coming at you next week, next Wednesday. Actually, it probably won't be next Wednesday. It'll probably be the weekend after.
I know, because isn't your birthday?
It's 4th, yeah.
Your birthday?
Next week is
Yeah,
the 4th.
Drew's birthday is next week.
So, we'll probably recap about what happened with my birthday.
On the 9th. Yeah.
Yep, and everything on the 9th. So, until then, guys, you can catch me here on the Mixing Pot Podcast. You can catch me on IG at I Love You Drew. You can also catch me at Second Human on IG as well. Keep it locked, keep it loaded, and keep it here listening to the Mixing Pot Podcast, because we're the best podcast in the world. And if you aren't listening to us, then
What are you listening to?
exactly. Come on now. What about you, Tariq?
ChefTariq.com on Instagram and TikTok. Chef Tariq 401 on Facebook. You can book me for all your catering needs. Also, we'll be starting the book bag drive this year, 5th year anniversary. 5th annual book bag drive and kickball game this year. So let's get some kickball teams. Let's come out. We got a lot more things planned this year. We're gonna have a face painter again. We're gonna have the slip and slide.
Hell yeah.
A DJ, music, food, kickball. We're gonna have I literally already have a bunch of book bags. Like book bags galore.
We getting a good ball?
Yeah, we're gonna get a good ball this year. Don't worry. We're gonna get some good ones. Don't worry. Cherie's helping me out, and she already got all that.
Did baseball.
So actually, before I say what else we did, so we actually are gonna do some softball on the big field. We're gonna do some kickball on the little field. So we'll probably do like one big game of like softball, but kickball we want to get some teams in for a tournament as well. That's what I forgot to say though. A part of my weekend, we was a part of the Boys and Girls Club 14th annual basketball tournament. And I told Isaiah, I told his boy Josh, I said, yo, we're not losing this year. And luckily, I was able to stay the whole entire time before I went to work. So I said, we are not losing this year. So I was over there like Coach Joe Mazzulla. I said, we got
you were
this.
the coach, you weren't playing?
Hell no, I was coach. I'm making substitutions, calling timeouts, and giving my feedback. Guys, we got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Hey, rebound, we got to box out, talk to each other. We got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Ask us if we won.
No, because I know y'all didn't.
No, we lost it. We lost the semifinals.
Damn. Nas was on your team?
Yeah, that's it. Nazir played. Nazir formed the team.
L-Mims. He was the number one MVP?
No.
Who was?
Not of the team.
Oh, damn.
He wasn't MVP of the team. One of his boys were.
Oh, damn.
It was a good tournament, definitely. Shout out to Cherie. Shout out to Kirkland and Ellis for letting us play for them again. First game, we blew them out by like 25. That team, we cooked them. Packed them up, put them in a body bag. Cool. That second game, oh my God. Chest is pumping.
Really?
Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Isaiah over here, calf starts cramping up. I'm like, oh God, all right, get out the game. Come on, get out. Raekwon over here.
This was yesterday?
Yeah, Raekwon's on the team. This guy's in the bathroom hurting. All right, you gotta sit out. I got everyone else playing. Freaking, we're switching up defenses. Bro, one kid hit a shot in Nazir's face. I said, "Oh boy, we in for a long one in this one." We win by like 4 in that game. I said, "All right, we escaped." They did the little bracket. We got the 3rd seed, and we always talk trash, and it's always the team who can beat the Boys and Girls Club. Cause I guess they always win. Mm-hmm. Like last year they won. It's like, all right, like who's gonna
rigging it?
No, they Tiana was like, they literally, that team that they put together literally been playing since they were kids at the Boys and Girls Club. So they know each other so much that it's like,
okay.
So it's like, it is what it is. So the team that we lost to last year, we played this year. So I said, hey, we got this. And the scorekeeper's like, hey, number 4 and number 5 are their shooters. Y'all got to watch them. I said, all right, we got this. We good. Everybody good to go. Hey, remember to talk. Let's ball moving. Let's move it around. Game starting slow for both teams. Everything's fine. Mm-hmm. Going back and forth a little bit. We got this. We can't hit a shot anymore. No. Ain't nobody can shoot it.
Layups.
Miss layup. Shooting a shot. Brick. Shooting it. Brick. I'm like, God damn. And then they started going on a little run. I'm calling timeout. I'm like, hey, slow it down. Calm down. We got this. Halftime, we're only down 6. Mm-hmm. It's easy.
2 threes and we up.
You get two shots. You're down 2. We're back in the game. It's okay. We're good.
And 1.
Did any of that happen?
Nope.
No.
Not at all.
No. We just couldn't hit a shot. Everyone had dead legs. Everyone was just tired. Raekwon can play basketball forever. This kid done airball shots. Nazir's over here. I'm trying to stretch his calf out because he's cramping up. His boy Josh, young, small, fast, quick, can shoot it. He couldn't hit anything in the last game. I'm like, yeah, it's over, boys. We lost. I said they tried to call me into work early and say, hey, can you come in for 2? I said, nah, I can't. I'll be there for 3 though. Bro, we lost. I text my manager. I said, hey, I'll be there at 2. He said, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I said, yeah, don't worry. I'll be there. I said, I'm out. I said, Tiana, thanks. See you later.
That's funny as hell.
Bro, yeah. But no, shout out to Sharice. Shout out to the Boys and Girls Club and everything for having us. Next year, I want to get into it myself. But I got to make a big donation. So you going to help me out with that?
Wait, what?
All the
teams. You want to do your own team?
Yeah, I want to do my own team instead of playing for some.
Team?
No, Chef Tree Company.
Oh.
You going to help me donate?
We got a ball?
No. We make a team, but we got to donate money to play.
How much money?
It ain't really nothing like that. You got it, Drew.
Nigga, what?
You got it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, you got it. Hey.
Did you run your shit? Oh, you ain't even run your shit.
No. Before we go, you got it.
What do I have? Bro, I'm struggling to keep these 2 lights on.
Bro, you got it. Bro. See, she said minimum 3,500. We got that. Between me and you.
Did I hear 3,500? Nigga, that sounds like 3,500. That's what you just said?
We got that. Till next time, next year, we going to have a team. Chef Tree Company, Chef Drewski, we going to have a team. 3,500?
I'm not shaking on that at all.
We gonna get it, Drew.
This nigga's trying to hit me with that Titus deal, bro. Yo, you shake my hand on this 3,500 now, but later, it's going to be triple that. Fuck that shit. I'm good.
We're going to get a team next year. Drew's going to be a part of it.
I'll be a part of it.
But Drew just can't play.
I'm balling, bro.
Nah.
I'm a baller.
No, I can't do that.
I'm like, you ever played NBA Ballers?
No.
The Chosen One?
No.
I'm that nigga on the cover, bro.
We're not doing.
Baller.
I thought Drew was just talking. I thought he played
Yeah.
basketball. I was so excited. When we
Nigga,
got
I
to
can
school.
cross niggas, bro.
I said yes. We gonna make the team.
That
We gonna be good. We gonna make it. We gonna work. I seen Drew play on the court and he tried to go for a layup and I said,
bro, but see me on the fucking track, bro. Niggas can't see me on the track. Niggas can't see me on no hurdles.
the disappointment in my face.
Bro, like niggas just want to bounce a ball inside all day. Like I don't understand this fucking amazement behind that. Niggas wanna shoot in the hoop and shit. The fuck?
On a basketball all day.
Yo. But anyway.
All right, we out of here.
Did you even do your... You didn't even say where you... Okay.
Peace. We still gonna get a team though.
Peace out, guys.
We're gonna get a team. Don't worry, Drew.
Not for no 3,500.
Yes, we are. Don't worry.